welcome everybody. I want to thank you guys for tuning in. Those of you who have seen our previous video cast and kept tabs with what Path Integrated Healthcare is doing. We have a little bit of a different setup today. We've got a special treat. I'm actually in Ohio. I'm in our beautiful Chillicothe office, one of our Path locations here in the Ohio region. And I have with us a special guest today. I have our operations director for the state of Ohio, Matt Kahn. Matt is in charge basically of all the operations in Ohio. He has a great team under him. He is a very busy guy, and he makes sure that the high quality care that we try to offer our patients happens the way it's supposed to happen on a day-to-day basis. And he also makes sure that our people and our team members are well cared for and supported, not only during this time, but during the normal times as well. Matt, I appreciate you taking the time. I know you've got a lot going on right now.
A lot going on. It's a busy time, but yeah, I appreciate the opportunity to come down. Absolutely.
So I think the topic on everybody's mind, obviously we love talking about Path and the services that they do, but obviously the number one topic on everybody's mind, regardless of the work they do, is COVID-19 and
Right.
the coronavirus and things like that. So we'll definitely dig into that, but before we get into that, just so people have a better understanding of what normal looked like for you, what was your life like, and what was life at Path like before all of this happened?
Well, I spoke about us being busy now, but we were busy before that, and just a different type of way. Our integrated model that Path has, we have case managers going throughout the community, clients in and out of the office all day long, seeing their therapy sessions, their doctor appointments. It's a busy time. So, obviously, that happens across the state in every Path office. So operations were pretty busy all the time. People running in and out everywhere. So we're getting a lot done.
So when you say our integrated model, tell me a little bit more about that and how that affected the normal operations.
Sure. With our integrated model, it's not just you come in for therapy. It's not just you come in for medications. We have an array of services. Basically, if you sign up with Path, you sign up with the entire array of services. So you're going to get your case management, you're going to get your nursing visit, you're going to get, of course, your therapy, and of course the med-som with our nurse practitioner or doctor, whoever that may be. So it's not just a one or this or that. It's not an ad hoc. It's you sign up with Path, and with Path you get the entire service package.
Okay. So whereas some managers in every business and every community is set up a little bit different, some managers may think about management coming into an office and your team is there, and you just manage the front door. You had quite a few front doors that you had to keep your eye on, and lots of help being offered in a lot of different places.
Absolutely, yeah. Our services don't just take place in the Path locations. I mean, it may be at the grocery store. You might have to transport a client to the grocery store. Our case managers are wonderful people. They really do have the whatever it takes mindset, mentality, and they go wherever they need to go to help our clients out. So yeah, I mean, our therapists can be on the phone with them at some points in the evening as well. It's not just a 9 to 6 job. It's it can be at all hours of the night, and our people do a great job of that.
Well, and of course I know some of this stuff, and this is great education for people watching this, and I've known Matt for a long time, and the idea of a 9 to 6 job is kind of a funny thing. It's 24/7 operations
24/7,
for sure.
absolutely.
So I'm sure some of that remains, but that's life before. What has life been like since this news broke about coronavirus and COVID-19, and how have you and your team adjusted?
Well, I'm very proud to say that even though we were that busy before the COVID-19, we're just as busy after. It's just how we do it. I mean, when it first came out, the first thing on my mind was safety. Safety for, of course, our employees, our staff, and safety for our clients. What do we have to do? Now, a lot of information has come out from Governor DeWine, his office, and we definitely abide by his recommendations, and we tune in every day to him. And there's more coming out today at 2:00 actually also that I'm looking forward to hearing of any possible changes. And of course we take whatever changes Governor DeWine puts out, we put that into our model as well. So yeah, of course, safety number one, the social distancing. We are an essential business, and as an essential business we are able to stay open, but we've been able to make sure our people are safe. And by the way, we had to do that is a little bit tough, but we figured it out. We have therapists, case managers, nurses, the whole array of services again, actually being able to work from either a remote location, whether it's their home, sometimes it's in the office, but they're able to connect with our clients still via telehealth or even telephone. The state has allowed us to do both at this time. Obviously, it's given us some challenges, but any challenges, comes, an opportunity to, make it happen. And we've done that. Our people are excellent at, when they come to a roadblock, they just don't stop. And they figure out a way to go around it, go over top of it, underneath, whatever they got to do, and they make it happen. So we've been able to connect with our people. We're still even doing intakes.
Wow.
So it's not just our existing client base. We're helping new people, and that I feel like that's very important. There's obviously a lot of scared individuals out there right now. It's a scary time. It's a time of uncertainty. These people need help as well. So instead of, we're shut down for right now, we'll get you in the future, absolutely not. Our doors are open, our phone lines are open, we're helping these people right away. Because that's when they need it. They need it now. They need to hear that we're there for them. And again, it's not just case management. It's not just a therapy session. Our nurse practitioners, and our doctors are available right now as well.
Wow. So if you're an existing client of PATH and maybe you haven't connected or you want to reconnect, I mean, what is the difference now? What should I expect in terms of how things will be different if I'm an existing client? And then connected to that as well, if I'm a brand new person who just is thinking about getting help for the first time, how do I approach that and how do I get involved given the new rules in this new world? So for the existing clients and the new clients, what is the approach and your advice?
Sure. So with our existing clients, and we see this from time to time. If I'm an existing client with PATH, and things are going pretty well. I'm not having the anxiety or the depression as much, and you know what? I may start backing myself off a little bit. Life's busy. I have other things to do. I'm able to kind of go out into the world and handle my day-to-day stuff without as much involvement. However, now I'm kind of starting to feel that anxiety, that depression again a little bit, and again, I may self-recognize I need some help. I need to talk this through. I can absolutely reach out to the PATH location that I was previously going to.
Okay.
Our office coordinators are still in the office. They're it all starts with them. They pick up the phone and they get the ball rolling. So if I call in, speak with, say, we'll use Jan since we're in Chillicothe now. If I speak with Jan will get me connected to my case manager right away. That case manager will then make contact with the client and start the services rolling. Okay. So we'll make sure that happens. And our office coordinators, like I said, they're coming into the office every day. They are not actually working from home, so they're in the office. Every PATH location is open, and she will make sure that ball gets rolling there.
That's great. And so what about somebody brand new?
Sure.
Because typically when I think about therapy or seeking help as a new client, I go and I lay on the couch or I sit there for the 2-hour sessions. Are those types of things still happening and available, or is there a new way to get help for the first time?
We can actually do that. So if I'm a new client, I recognize the need for services, or if I'm talking to somebody and they tell me, hey, you need to reach out, and they get a hold of us, absolutely, we'll take care of it immediately. Same situation, call into the office. Jan here in Chillicothe will take care of immediately. They'll get them started with their paperwork via telephone, and then they'll schedule an appointment with the therapist. The therapist has the option, and it depends on the client at home as well. If they're able to set up, if they have a webcam or even an iPhone right now, if they want to be able to set it up to where they can do a video, they can do that. And unfortunately, if not, then that's no problem. Our therapist can call and we can do it via telephone. So there's opportunity right now. Just because this is going on doesn't mean your services have to stop. If there is a need, by all means, give us a call.
Yeah, and I do want to send out, I guess, it's not really the time for congratulations, but just great thanks to Governor DeWine's office and other governors around the country. PATH is in several states, and and most governors have risen to this challenge and lowered some of the restrictions. I know that
Sure.
you've been a big advocate, and you know that I'm a big advocate for dropping these barriers to care and letting care look like how people communicate on a normal basis. I mean, when I talk to my best friends, I text them and I call them and I hop on a video chat if there's distance. And so, wonderful insight from the governor's office, and we really appreciate those changes, because I don't know how much care would be available without them having dropped those restrictions. So.
Well, and I was laying in bed last night, just scrolling through my phone. I saw an article about telemed, and it's actually a situation in Texas where they kind of done the numbers, and they said, like, on an average Tuesday in Texas, maybe 12 telemed sessions would take place, and I guess this past Tuesday over 2,000 did.
Oh, wow.
So it's a need.
And people respond to it, they like to use it. Yeah. Yeah. So what do you, so with that in mind, and we'll sort of wrap this up a little bit here, because I know your time is valuable, but what do you think the future holds, and what are you and your team doing to prepare for what that future might look like?
At this point, it's a lot of unknown, honestly. I mean, we're going to prepare, and like I said, we listen to Governor DeWine every day, and we kind of let that set the tone for what we feel like we need to do next. I don't anticipate during this COVID-19 pandemic that telemed or telephone services will go away for sure. So we're always going to be available, at least by those means. So it's kind of a day-by-day situation. You know, we're going to play it by ear. I can tell you that our staff is going to be safe. We're going to make sure that we continue the social distancing. We're going to make sure we continue to just play by the rules. You know, do what we got to do to make sure our staff and of course our clients are safe. And we will do whatever it takes, whatever we need to do to make sure our people are doing just that, staying safe and getting the services they need.
That's great. No, and I appreciate your time, Matt. I mean, thank you for taking the time out and talking about this. I hope this has helped give a little look behind the curtain, so to speak. I know there's a lot of anxiety about what's happening and what isn't happening. And my experience and what I've seen is that really the biggest cure for anxiety is information, and good quality information about what's happening. And so Matt and his team have done a great job. Like I said, I've been visiting Ohio. Carrie and her team in New England are doing a great job as well. And all of our PATH locations, I think the key takeaway is we are open for business. The lights are open and on for a reason. And our team is out there, as they've always been, and they're delivering these great services. So if you have any interest in receiving services, please don't hesitate to give us a call, 844-584-PATH. If you'd like to know more about our services, you can always reach us on the internet at www.pathihc.com. And to our team members and the families that are supporting our team members, my eternal gratitude and thanks. There's a little bit of the aspect of being a fireman in this situation where there's danger and we don't know how bad it's going to get, and there are teams, first responders and helpers that run towards those dangerous situations, and while the rest of us have the luxury of staying away from a safe distance. Our team doesn't have that luxury. We take that term essential very seriously, and so my thanks go out to Matt and his team, Carrie and her team in New England, and just grateful and thankful for all of our people in service right now that are helping the people who desperately need it. I know my anxiety is up a little bit. I'm sure our clients are feeling that.
Sure.
So the fact that we have people ready and willing to help is a blessing, and so thanks to all of you. That'll be it for this session, and then next time we'll come to you and hopefully give you some more information. We will be keeping regular updates, definitely doing video, email, any type of ways that we can to get this information out to you. We want to help you to help yourself during this time, and hope everybody's staying safe. So thank you very much. Thanks.
Thank you.